Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new round of the new Byte. Not the news, because as I said last Friday, I actually wanted to end the news, and this is part of the new experiments that I wanted to do. Today we're going to review Heave Ho on the Nintendo Switch, and thanks to Cosmocover, the PR team behind, German localization for Devolver Digital, for giving us a press review kit for the game. It was a pleasure to play, and I'm here today to talk about the game and how I liked it, and if I want to recommend it to you. But before that, in general, let me know if you like the setup here or if I should continue to experiment. I'm personally not a fan of, this being visible in the background, but hey, this is what I'm working with for this video, and maybe in the next one I'll do something else, a new setting maybe. We'll see. I'm still figuring things out. In the meantime, enjoy the show. So Heave Ho was one of these games that I sadly would have loved to see at Gamescom 2019, but did miss out on, sadly. There's a few other games that are published also by Devolver Digital and developed under them, and definitely I'm glad that we could make this connection happen. For Heave Ho especially, it is such a fun game, really. It's not just one of these creative titles that Devolver Digital puts out where it's like, I can see this being interesting, working, but in fact it's also just hilarious for multiplayer purposes. So Heave Ho was developed by Le Cartel, and it is an up to 4-player multiplayer game, where you're trying basically to wrap yourself to the end of the level. It is inherently a lot of fun just trying it on your own in a single player mode, which is something which I did just because, I can play with myself all the time, so that's what I did. No, but seriously, it's a lot of fun to play the game in a single player mode, and it's good to see that the levels are also fit for that. But if you come together with up to 3 additional people, you can also play the game in a multiplayer mode, where the levels are spaced out, the platforms that you grab onto, and you indeed need to work together to make the finishing time happen as quickly as you can. It is a lot of fun, and especially because all the characters are basically like small bean-like things with just very long arms, which you control, of course, with your control stick, and with one of the 2 shoulder buttons, you have either the left hand or the right hand that you hold onto. And while the puzzle solving and basically physics-based puzzles in general, which you use to slide around and pull yourself up to, and of course swing your way around, and is also a key element in the later levels, even when you have actual swings and platforms that rotate in order to build up momentum to get yourself even faster to the finish line. There's some very satisfying things that can happen in the level. On the other side of the multiplayer, you play together, and if you fail, or just even if it's just accidentally lose somebody's grip and then they fall down, it's always just hilarious how they all die. It's just a great thing how they all fall down, like a big splat, and actually color parts of the level in their own, color. And then you can see like, we dropped a few people because the whole level is fucked up with green. When Emily visited me a few weekends ago for my birthday, it was quite fun to grab the game with her and to play together a little bit. And although we didn't progress as much as I would do in a single player version, I definitely had a lot of fun with her just trying to get things sorted out. There were a few bigger gaps, of course, depending on how many players you have in the level that you need to get over, and working together sometimes, as it just happens, is a bit frustrating and also hilarious at the same time. So if you just want to have some fun together, definitely for that aspect alone, it's worth the $10 only that they ask for this game. You can even get a speedrun going with that game, as the game constantly tracks your time, of course, but that would be something for another, person to try out. I personally have my fun getting through the levels as fast as I can. By the end of the day, just for the single player aspect, I was basically done after I was done with it for the first time. Well, there's an interesting thing. There are also interesting challenges splattered around the levels where all of a sudden a string coming from one of the platforms, and if you pull on them, you have a chance to actually grab different coins, which you can use in the machine to unlock new characters from the Devolver Digital catalog of games, basically. And these are quite cute on its own, of course. Other than that, the interesting thing that I at least want to mention is also the very nice way how they implement sounds and music together. If you start at a level, you only have one set of instruments, and the further you progress, the more the full song builds up with all instruments playing, and even the developers joining in as a background choir. Besides that, there are different voice actors giving you different options how you want to voice, giving you different options how you want to sound as these little beans. And also there's so many different looks. It's just hilarious to hit the random button when you start a character and see how you end up looking. And yeah, other than that, that's basically it. That's it for the video today. I personally recommend Heave Ho, and I definitely think that also the others that play the game together with me will enjoy the game as well. So, what do you think about Heave Ho? Do you think this is a nice title? It is out on PC and Nintendo Switch, and definitely is a great fun to have, especially in local multiplayer when just trying to get through levels that just end up failing and failing, constantly falling down from platforms. It is just hilarious how it always happens. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Please let us know in the comments down below what you think about this set, about the video style, and what you in general think about this video, of course, and then let us know if you played Heave Ho yourself, of course, so we can, trade impressions back and forth in the comments section down below. Thanks again for watching. My name is Hostess, and have a nice evening. Good night.